So I'm at the intersection of, I think this is Kali Saloon and Ambassador Caffrey. This Lafayette, Louisiana traffic is terrible. I think I'm about 15 minutes late for dinner with some girlfriends of mine, and it is crazy how this Judge Michelle Odinet situation is the talk of the town. So long story short, a video of Michelle Odinet and her family is circulating around YouTube and Twitter of her calling a man that burglarized, I think it was, or was attempting to burglarize some cars or something outside of her home. And they replayed the video of that, the surveillance video of it inside their home. They had a little powwow where they replayed it and discussed it. And during that replay, I think it was her daughter stated that, we got a nigger, we got a nigger, we got a nigger. It was said 4 times, I think. And of course, I'm traveling. I'm in the car, which is, what you're hearing is the reason why I hate to make, and I don't typically make videos in the car. You're hearing somebody else's, they are booming somebody else's music from their car, but at any rate, en route to dinner tonight. And I think it was 4 times that I counted that the daughter said, Mom said it's a nigger. 4 times, and the daughter added a roach. So they called this black man a nigger 4 times and a roach. And also, if you look at the video, I think it was 2 to 3 of them, they had this man subdued on the ground, and I think it was her son said, and get the gun. So 3 people, 3 against 1, and he's on the ground. He's no threat. And you told her, yeah, get the gun, and I quote, because that's important. And she comes back with the gun on him, although you guys have already, pretty much detained him. Okay. So Judge Odinet comes out today and say, I don't even remember it. Under the influence of a sedative, so I don't even remember it. That's very convenient that you called somebody a nigger 4 times, and you guys laughed and joked about it, but you don't remember it. You seem to be just fine on that video. You seem to be just fine. It didn't seem like you weren't with it. It seems like you had all your faculties about you in the video that I saw. So it's a convenient lie, is what it is. What's, troubling is that this lady used to work in the DA's office. She has worked with sexual assault and domestic violence organizations here. And she also noted in a clip that was sent to me that she has had some type of affiliation or participation or volunteerism with an organization on the north side of town. And for people that are not from Louisiana, north side of Lafayette is code for the black side of town. So a year ago, when she was running for judge and she was interviewed, I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think the organization is called Citizens for Concern Louisiana, or something of something similar to that. This organization interviewed her. She talked about why she wanted to be judge, what type of cases she would see, and what type of organizations she was affiliated with. In that interview, she stated, I used to work in the DA's office. I used to prosecute domestic violence cases. I was a volunteer for a sexual assault and domestic violence organization. I worked with an organization on the north side of town that assisted students with tutoring and computer skills and recreational skills and what have you. North side is code for black. Okay, so she thinks black people are niggers, but she's made sure that on her resume she can state that she does have some affiliation with a black organization. I am not impressed when I see white women volunteer for black organizations at all, because I know oftentimes it is not coming from a sincere place. It is just something to pad their resumes or something, they need to check off a box for this, that, or the other, and they will do that only because they have to. Clearly, this woman has disdain for black people. And yeah, I mean, you're listening to, when her children was hurling out racial epithets, she didn't seem to mind because they learned that behavior in her home. They learned how to use the N-word in her home. They were very comfortable. The only way I can describe that scene is jubilance. They were overjoyed with watching that replay of how they tackled that man, how they held him down, how they held a gun on him, even though they didn't need the gun at that point, how mom called him a nigger 4 times. They were excited. Now, Judge Odinet, she will tell you that she's been traumatized by this and she needs your prayers and understanding and forgiveness. I don't know why you need prayers, understanding, and forgiveness for something that you enjoyed, because you clearly enjoyed that moment. Everybody in that house enjoyed it. You guys were laughing about it. You were laughing. You were given a blow-by-blow play of what had happened, how it happened, what you were thinking when it happened, what you did, who went got the gun, who was holding it down, who pulled up in the whip, and everything else. So what do you need prayers for? You need to resign. Because I can tell you that cases that have come before that lady, I won't even call her a judge. I don't even think she deserves the title. Cases that have come before her court where black folks were involved, don't think she had any mercy. I can promise you she didn't have any mercy on them. I can promise you she didn't have any mercy on them because she thinks black people are niggers and they're roaches. She taught her daughter that. So, I haven't heard anybody, but, I applaud Reggie Thomas, the city marshal, and the president of the local chapter of the NAACP here for stating that, she needs to resign. But I haven't heard anybody else come out and say, this lady needs to go. I haven't heard anybody, and of course I've been, in the car for quite some time here today, but, they haven't sent me any clips of anybody else demanding that this lady resign. So, I know this is going to be the topic of conversation when I get to dinner here in a few minutes, but I'm not surprised by this. I can recall some years ago, it's been a long, long time, but I think the city was called Esterwood. A deputy of some sort called Michelle Obama a monkey in Esterwood. I think he has his job back. I mean, this is common. I'm not shocked by this at all. Actually, I'm not shocked that she still has a job today. I'm not shocked that she's asking people to forgive her, because what do white women do when they do something that's out of line, when they do something that's wrong? They ask us to forgive them, and they don't need forgiveness. They don't want it. That what it is, she's pissed because she got caught. Her children didn't have common sense, because this is so commonplace in their home, using the N-word, recording things that shouldn't be recorded, sharing it with people that they shouldn't share it with. It is so commonplace that they didn't even think that if this video gets out, our mother could lose her job. They recorded it, they laughed about it, and they shared it, and somebody leaked it. So her children, this is the thing about cell phones. I mean, folks can't put them down. They're designed to, people are addicted to them. They just can't put the phone down. Situation where you clearly should not be recording something, you still, the urge to do it is so great that you can't just contain it. You'll record something that shouldn't be recorded and get your mother in a ton of trouble because you can't put that phone down. You can't put it down. You just got to record everything. So, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't know why she's asking for forgiveness. You ask for forgiveness when you do or say something or something happens that you regret. You don't regret calling this man a nigger. That's what you call all black people. You don't regret that. Don't pretend that you're regretting that, because that's what you call black people. Your children felt comfortable. If that's not who you are, your children felt comfortable enough in your presence to say what they said and to say what you said, because of course, we know it's a lie. This is exactly who you are. This is exactly who you are. A racist sitting on the bench with cases coming before her where there are black people. So from my understanding, there is an attorney who have, filed some motions to remove cases of, individuals that are black from her court, to remove those cases from her log. And I think all of the cases that she has, ruled on should be looked at. All of them. Because again, you think black people are niggers and roaches. So we don't know what you've done. We know what you're capable of doing, but we don't know what you've done. So, I'm not surprised by any of this. I'm not surprised.